Hi, I'm Cameron Green. I'm an automation developer specializing in AI-driven workflows. My submission for the AI Agents Hackathon is called ModelProof, Sentinel AI Chat. This is a real-time AI chat system that queries two language models in parallel. Then it compares their outputs for consistency and audits each response for hallucinations, bias, toxicity, and intent alignment so you get both accurate answers and clear risk insights every time. Here's ModelProof in action. I will ask, what is the capital of France? First, the cross-model RAG agent queries two models in parallel, the Meta Llama 3 as the primary and the AI 21 Jamba as the secondary. It then compares both answers and will display one if both answers are similar or both if they are comparably different. When the response is displayed, the risk auditor agent audits the individual response for hallucinations, bias, and toxicity. It also audits the entire chat for the request intent alignment, displaying colored-coded scores and explanations. I will try and trick the AI into answering something completely different by entering 300% darker. At this point, the cross-model RAG agent will query the two models as normal and display. The risk auditor agent will audit the response that was just given and also if the intent of the entire response is in alignment. The audit panel will display not only the risk metrics, but also try to identify and locate where those metrics are listed in the response. You will notice at the top of the audit window, it will give the intent alignment and the percentage. Obviously, 300% darker is not the intent of the entire chat, as the chat started with France. It does give content safety metrics and notices that there are no hallucinations, bias, or toxicity found in this response. But what if I give it a new response that is relevant to the previous request? What type of society is France? Off to the right-hand side, the audit once again reviews the response and the entire chat, first reviewing the response for hallucination, bias, and toxicity, and then the entire chat for intent alignment. Notice how the intent alignment did increase by 10%. There were no hallucinations, but there are some bias and toxicity. And at the very bottom, you will notice it has mentioned some potential issues and identifies what metric is there. Building ModelProof was a deep dive into Azure's streaming inference and TypeScript. I started by defining a unified model response interface so each agent could interoperate seamlessly, as you see here with the chat window and with the audit window. Then I implemented a cross-model RAG agent, wiring up parallel API calls, similarity calculations, and confidence comparisons. Next, I developed the risk auditor agent, layering hallucination, bias, and toxicity checks with a modular scoring system. Integrating real-time token streaming into React components took a few iterations, managing backpressure, loading states, and progress callbacks, but it ultimately delivered the instant feedback users need. I chose to build ModelProof because trust is the linchpin of AI adoption. Too many chat systems sacrifice safety for speed or vice versa. By combining multi-model validation with on-the-fly safety audits, ModelProof delivers both accuracy and transparency. This approach aligns with enterprise needs for compliance, bias mitigation, and explainability, making AI conversations not just clever, but credible and accountable. The agentic framework was the backbone of this project. By encapsulating each responsibility, validation versus auditing, in its own agent, I achieved modularity where I could develop, test, and swap out agents independently without breaking the system. I achieved scalability by adding new audit dimension or model provider, making it as simple as plugging in another agent. Lastly, I achieved reliability. The coordinator handles retries and fallbacks automatically, so individual agent failures don't crash the chat. Thank you for watching. Check out the code at github.com/hgenix20/modelproof.